Alex Correa here with my co-host Oscar Villalobos, Squared Circle Report. What's going on, Oscar?
How's it going, Alex? Hey,
Great.
man, we're going to give you fans a quick recap of this past weekend's fights. The first one that I want to talk about is the Bivol versus Gilberto Ramirez fight, El Zurdo. It was an interesting fight, guys. I actually thought we were going to get more out of Zurdo Ramirez. It was very tactical on both ends, but as we saw what happened, Bivol took over. I think from the 6th till the 12th rounds, and he pretty much dominated the fight. In my opinion, I mean, he took over. He won the fight easily. In my opinion. So what do you think, Alex?
Yeah, it's just it seems like he didn't want to engage Ramirez. Like he didn't want to. Like he felt Bivol's power. I know he hasn't been knocking out his last couple opponents, but he still has power that you have to respect. And Ramirez, it looked like he felt it, and like I don't know, he was the bigger guy. I was thinking he was going to just press him, get him against the ropes, and just like land the bigger shots. I know he's the slower fighter of the two, but I just thought his size would make the difference. But no, like, hats off to Bivol, man. I mean, I was wrong on this one, and I don't know, man. Bivol's the real deal. So
yeah, I agree, 100%. His technique was better.
Right.
His experience showed.
Yeah.
Well, throughout the fight, and Bivol, I think he's the top guy at 175-pound division. The other boxer at 175 that has the 3 titles is actually Artur Beterbiev.
Yes.
Even though he does have 3 titles, in my opinion, I think that the guy to beat is Dimitri Bivol at 175 pounds. What do you think?
It's with his last 2 performances, it's hard to pick against him. I know Artur Beterbiev, he's what is he? 17?
18 wins, 18 knockouts.
Yeah, he's 100% KO percentage. That's really impressive for us to pick Bivol, and we're not in the minority on that. A lot of people are picking Bivol now over that. I know he has a fight against Yard. Artur Beterbiev does next, and then after that, hopefully he looks great, and we'll get this other unification.
Right.
Like
something to look forward to, though. Definitely.
Right. Yeah, they asked him, what he thought about coming down to 168 for
the undisputed.
Right, for Canelo's belts, and at the fight he said that's not his weight division, but I mean, I'm sure the money's right and everything. He'll go down there, but I don't know. What do you think about that?
He prefers legacy over money. I mean, that's what he said. So. Versus Canelo, we saw what he did at 175 pounds, and I think it'll be the same outcome if he were to go down to 168 pounds. I think the best fight for him would be to stay at 175 and hopefully fight Artur Beterbiev.
Yeah, for all the belts, man. That's a big an all Russian fight.
Right.
For all the belts at once. Yeah, that'll be 2 undefeated fighters like that. That's what us fight fans have been craving for.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm looking.
More to come, fight fans. So stay tuned.
All right. Yeah. Then we had the co-main event. We had Cameron Chantel defending her titles against Jessica McCaskill, Chicago's own. And just want to, congratulate Cameron on her fight. She had a good game plan that she executed, and
it's undisputed win. So
yes,
140.
Correct, 140 pounds.
Yeah, I think she was on her game in this fight. Chantel was, and McCaskill, she looked a bit off. I think. I mean, like she wasn't really there. She did gave her a good fight, but overall, I mean, we saw who the winner was, obviously, and it was Chantel. So hopefully, if they want to move up to 147 and take McCaskill's undisputed titles there, maybe we might we might have another fight there. So.
Yeah, yeah. She was talking about a rematch at 147. That'd be interesting. I don't know. See what happens. I'll be interested in watching that.
She has a lot of options too.
Yes.
Well, both of them still have different options, and hopefully we get some some good scraps on both ends. So.
We also had some good fights on Showtime in the evening. Like we said, had a full day of boxing, and there was great cards on there. You want to talk about those?
Yeah. We had David Morrel, a Cuban standout. He's a great fighter at 168 pounds. Someone to look forward to in the future, and he can give anyone at 168 pounds a run for their money in the near future. Of course, he has 8 wins, 7 knockouts, and he showed what he's made of this past Saturday. And on that note, we actually want to send some prayers out to his opponent, Aido's Yerbossynuly. He's actually, from what I heard, he's still in a coma, but I hear that he's doing a little better as of today. Again, we're sending prayers to him and his family, and I wish him speedy recovery. And hopefully, for the best, for the best.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, we have to talk about that, but because of the performance that Morrel did, I mean, he was on his game, and he showed his power and everything. So I'm looking forward to seeing next. I don't know if I want to throw him right to the wolves. I know he was calling out Benavidez and everything, but but he's going to be someone to be reckoned with. I mean, young, strong, fast fighter, and very entertaining. So if you haven't watched him fight yet, look out for him, man. He's got the goods.
Yeah, I think I might give him maybe at least another year or so to fight, the upper echelon of the 168 pound division, and then I think he'll be ready for just the top 5 maybe. Then whether it's Caleb Plant, David Benavidez, or even Canelo Alvarez.
Right, at some point he's young enough to catch him on his way out or something. And then on the co-main, he had Brian Mendoza beating Jensen Rosario, and in a big upset, man. That was Brian Mendoza only had 3 weeks notice to prepare for the fight, and he put on a hell of a performance. Knocked him down early in the fight, and then finished him. In the round was
I think it was the 5th round.
Fifth round, yeah.
It was a great fight. Yeah, if you haven't watched it, catch the replay, or maybe you can YouTube it as well. It was a good fight.
Yeah, check. It should be already back on your On Demand on Showtime. But yeah, definitely that whole card. It was very entertaining, and I'm looking forward to seeing Brian Mendoza back in the ring. Cause he looked sharp. They talked to him after, and after the fight, and he pretty much said, when you stay ready, you're always ready. So, and he looked ready. He looked in great shape, and he said he stays in the gym, and it showed. He looked incredible. So,
right. I think he fights at 154 pounds, but he went up to 160. Right. Which that's where Jason Rosario decided to move up, because he couldn't make 154 pounds anymore. So right. They met at 160 pounds. They gave both great performances, obviously, but. Brian Mendoza, he came out with a great knockout win.
Yeah, so you can say his power carried up with him. Right. He brought that power with him right up to 160. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more of him
in the future. Definitely.
Right.
Definitely.
And I'm back on the super middleweights, man. We have some big news that came out end of last week. David Plant and Caleb Plant and David Benavidez. They have officially signed the contract. Both camps confirmed it. No date or site's been said yet, but man, that's a fight that we've been waiting for a long time.
Right, definitely. It's an enticing fight for us fight fans. Maybe the hardcore fight fans.
Right.
We have 2 great elite fighters. They're not champions yet.
Right.
But they're elite fighters.
Former champions.
Yes. They're elite fighters, and I think whoever wins this fight, we'll definitely have a crack at Canelo at 168 pounds. But we definitely are looking forward to the fight. We don't have a venue yet.
No.
But as soon as we get the venue, check out the Squared Circle report on Instagram, and we'll have all the information there for you guys.